AI was undoubtedly the hot topic of 2023, particularly in the world of digital procurement and supply chain, and nowhere more so than the DPW event in Amsterdam in October, where a number of presentations touched on the impact of AI and whether it could replace or change people's jobs. And it's certainly a subject that people ask us about when we're at the events, and I've been touching it in some of the presentations that I made last year, and I expect to do so in the presentations I make in 2024 at various other events. But I think it really got me thinking about how helpful it can be in terms of your career development. Can AI help you get your dream job? I think there are certainly areas where AI can be very, very helpful. And there's also some that I'm not so sure about. And of course, what I did when I was researching for this was I asked ChatGPT, can it help me find my dream job? And several areas that it came up with I really tend to agree with. And a couple, which we'll address in a moment, I'm not so sure about. So first, the ones where I felt ChatGPT gave some really good answers. It picked out CV and resume optimization, market intelligence, skills assessment, personal development programs. And so I think all those areas, it's got some value. It can help you optimize your CV. It can help you write a better covering letter. It can help you understand what the demand for your skills are and whether you need to develop different capabilities. And also it can get some valuable market intelligence on wider hiring trends, although I would argue that the sort of at the coalface type information that we gather and share through our insider report and other videos is much more focused on the specific area we work in, and therefore I would argue it's got greater value. But then I would say that, wouldn't I? But there's a couple of areas where I've got my doubts, and the main one, and it was actually the number one thing ChatGPT came up with, was job matching. Yes, to a degree, it can help people understand whether they've got some of the skills or not. But if you look at the way advertising works in the world of recruitment, there's quite a worrying trend there. So not all of the job alert systems are run by AI yet, but if you look at things like job advert alerts on LinkedIn, Google, or the job boards, they claim to be able to feed you a diet of relevant job adverts on a regular basis if you're on the job market. But in reality, when you set up these alerts, and we run a lot of them to keep an eye on the wider advertised market and trends in hiring generally, when you look at what actually comes through, you find that in amongst one or two really relevant roles, there's a lot of roles that you're completely irrelevant for. And the problem is with all that noise, people lose faith in the capability of the system. So really, it's still got some flaws in terms of identifying what jobs people could actually be qualified to do or could meet with their aspirations. You could also argue it's not quite capable yet of the emotional choices around personal values, career goals, and then other choices around what personal preferences are. So for example, are you somebody who wants to be in the office? Do you want to work from home? Do you want hybrid? Do you want that choice? Obviously, that's a hot topic at the moment with some tech firms making people go back into the office. So I'm not so sure it's capable of sort of dealing with that just yet. So in summary, AI can really help you in a job search, but I'm not sure we're ready to be replaced just yet. You could argue in certain sectors like graduate hiring, for example, it's got even greater value both for employers and candidates rather. But in the professional world in which we focus, I think relationships are still key. Understanding how to match people to particular roles, culture, aspirations, career goals, all those emotional factors which are so important. I still think we're on pretty safe ground before we get replaced by AI anytime soon. Thanks for watching. Hope you found that useful. Got any questions, of course, please do get in touch. You can get all of our contact details on everyday.com, or you can get me via LinkedIn. Thank you.